Anthony was diagnosed with prostate cancer January the 15th. Told by my surgeon that I had 2 weeks to come up with a decision to have it removed. It was caught in the early stages. However, the cancer was clear enough to say it needs to be removed before the spread. I was immediately booked with a physio to start carrying out some core exercises, and the operating room was booked on that day. I had the 2 weeks to go back and communicate on what I wanted to do, whether I wanted to proceed with removing it or leave it. However, he was very, very, very super adamant that it needed to be removed as quickly as possible. When I was first told, I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to cope. I wanted life over immediately. That thought process probably lasted a good 5-10 minutes, but I thought, I've got to fight this. I can't let this go. I'm not removing it. There's got to be a way to manage this, and there's got to be a better way than just cutting it out and dealing with the consequences. My family was devastated. They couldn't comprehend at such a young age, just couldn't understand how, why, and what I was going to do. And they just couldn't comprehend the fact that I walked in to let them know that I had cancer. I was told about the Ray Behan workshop. I had some communication regarding the workshop and the benefits in the workshop. I had an epiphany. I was amazed, and I strongly believe the link between my emotional trauma versus the outcome of what my body has had a significant contribution. I enrolled into the Solfeggio course, and I discovered 3 areas that about myself, my childhood, my mum and dad, where I've come from, how I've created these mindsets, and how I've evolved to the person I am today. I discovered who I am, and I then applied that to my meditation to help heal. Had a phone call at 7:30 in the evening from my surgeon. I was astounded that he was calling me so late in the evening. So the call was regarding a blood test. I've been carrying out blood tests once a month, and he called to let me know that he won't need to see me for the next 2 years. I was in tears. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what he was saying. It was winning Tats Lotto 10 times over. I then told my family of the results and what my surgeons asked for. Oh, she was crying as much as I was. The pair of us were. She couldn't believe it. She knew it was doable. She knew that this method was the right method. It was fascinating to hear how I achieved it without removing it, because I clearly told them at the beginning that I had virtually no choice but to remove it. And that was the surgeon's strong advice. I won't need to see him for the next 2 years. So he just wanted to keep a monitor on me over the next 2 years, not concern himself any longer about it. Grateful as one could be. I'm more grateful of life now than what I ever have been. Starting the course to receiving the phone call, the process would have took 12 to 14 weeks. The benefits I get out of it, the feeling I get internally, and then how I feel for the rest of the day. I'll keep on carrying out the Solfeggio meditation, using those methods, constantly taking in what I've learned about myself.